Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. This match is going to be between Bisu and Yellow. It's the third set between SKT and Ace, and I really have a hard time passing this one up. Doing it on recommendation. I know Cholera's done this as well. He actually messaged me. We do actually talk to each other when we're doing commentaries. I've actually gotten some PMs and things where people are like, "Oh, Cholera's so awesome and you're horrible. Don't ever commentate with them." And I'm like, okay, buddies, relax. I'm not sure what it is. I think Klazert has a fan base that's very rabid and protective of him, and Cholera seems to have that as well. Not sure what that factor is. Maybe it's just the type of fans that enjoy the commentary. They like hearing about Reach, and so I think that was the last one I got some messages on. They were like, "How dare you do a Reach commentary?" And then there was another one where they're like, "Oh, you did double or triple commentary with Cholera, and you should never do that again. Cholera should only do solo commentaries." Those are odd comments. So, I mean, it's not like he's a commentator. It's not like he's your girlfriend and he's going out with other people or something. Cholera, a great guy, of course. Go check out his account. I know he's also doing MSL Group F. Still, I haven't uploaded Group E yet. I wanted to put this in just as kind of like a little cleanse the palate before the winners match in that. Bisu starting at the 9 o'clock position in blue, 3 o'clock position we have yellow and white. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is on Heartbreak Ridge. Well, that's cool. I wish I could read it. And apparently some Korean on the back that everyone finds hilarious. Or at least provocative. For whatever reason, Heartbreak Ridge, Protoss versus Zerg, has very much favored Protoss up to this stage. It is currently 13 games in favor of Protoss, only 8 in favor of Zerg. It's still a fun map, I think, just because of all those ridges, because of the map positioning, things like that. Looks like Bisu setting up for a fast expansion, setting out that probe. Zergling breaks can be pretty strong in this map because you don't have that ramp. Got to worry about the 9-pool speedling or run-bys, things like that. Bisu pretty good at defending that sort of thing, though. He is the master of the fast expansion. He really is the guy outside of Nara that codified the fast expansion. Of course, the Bisu build out there. So we'll see how it works out. I really want to see a strong play between these two guys, some really fun play. The guys who recommended it just said it was absolutely fantastic. It looks like Yellow is going to open up with some speed Zerglings off the, I think that was an Overpool. Yeah, there's that Overlord wandering out. And I really would like to see Yellow back in top form again, because back in the day, Storm Zerg, he was so strong, really good with the micro. He won most of his games through his micromanagement, really good unit positioning. That was back when that was a lot more viable, really before UUV kind of revolutionized the scene, just to add that crushing, brutal macro on the stage. And I guess it was just inevitable amount of time. And let's see how he fares against Bisu, because Bisu's one of the higher multitasking, higher APM players in the game. In excess of, whatever, 400, you know, he's just incredible with his multitasking. Forge already been planted. Got to get those 2 cannons down, play a little bit more defensively, and Yellow looking really determined here. Probe Scout not able to get a lot done. It looks like he's having a little hard time mixed up in that gas drone line, not really attacking the gas drones here, but still able to do some scouting, trying to get as much economic damage and harass as possible. Something very key. Another huge insult there that I wish I could read Korean to figure out. But yeah, between these two guys, I've got to favor Bisu pretty heavily, so I'm hoping that we'll just see a pretty strong match into it. Looks like 1 Zerg coming off gas, so just enough to get those speed Zerglings, a little bit of a trouble there, and it looks like Yellow is more interested in doing the speedlings, try to put Bisu in the dark, and then push from there. Bisu playing very risky here and only putting down a single cannon, letting his probe do the... Ooh, it got taken out. Let's see if he plops down a second cannon or if he ends up losing that cannon off time. But and Yellow also going to put down a secondary, but Bisu playing very risky, not putting down a second cannon, even though he saw the Overpool with the speedlings coming. Looks like he's already got that second probe scout out in the field. He's going to have to maybe... Oh, he's only got that 1 probe out there. He should probably pull out 2 more just to be safe. And it looks like he's just going to... yeah, he's going to go hide that probe to the north. Yellow already kind of bearing down. It looks like actually Yellow looking for that scout. He's not even going to bother testing that front door. So Bisu pretty safe in that little bit of a cheat there. And very well hidden underneath the trees. Let's see if Yellow is instinctive enough to, first of all, find that location, second of all, to use his mini-map to really hunt it down. And let's see if he even continues, actually, with the speedlings, or if he's just going to produce the extra Zerglings into the mid-game. Gateway now placed alongside with that pylon. Pretty good seal. And a quick tech to layer. Looks like we're going to see some sort of 2-hatch build here, at least on the initial play. So, well, layer before second, or I should say before third hatchery here, maybe even before additional gas. And the Zerglings now starting to gather up out in front. Yellow not able to find that probe. Well, no, it looks like he was, because I'm not seeing that probe scout. Okay, no, now that probe scout coming out. Not able to find that probe scout out in the field. It's wandering, but an Overlord is in position maybe to find this probe. Looks like it is going to be a little bit out of range. Bisu now getting a second gas up. Let's see what he decides to do with this tech. A little bit late on the cybernetics core, actually. Not seeing that cybernetics core out. It could just be it's out of position where I'm not seeing it. And it looks like that probe is going to be able to dodge. Wow, great game sense. Dodging. There's the side core. Able to dodge that overlord site without even knowing it's there. Hydrosten being placed, so it looks like we're probably going to see some form of 2-hatch lurker, maybe attempt for an early contain, maybe even a front door block. This is going to be disastrous because Bisu has that probe running free. There's no zerglings in position really to take it out, and it looks like that probe easily going to be able to wander into Yellow's secondary before even a Sutton colony was placed. It looks like Yellow is trying to play cheap with that Sutton colony. He's going to be able to wander right into the main. Going to be able to see everything, basically. That lair, that Hydralisk den. He's going to know lurkers are coming. So let's see if Yellow can kind of recover from it anyway. So nice scouting there by Bisu. Very nice job hiding that probe scout out in the field. The speed zerg is coming back to finish off that probe. It looks like they're going to be able to get it down fairly quickly here, but it's kind of, I'm not going to say frivolous, it's kind of difficult to pull anything off now. He's already seen the fact that there's the lair, just the 2 hatcheries, and the den, and that's all indicators point to lurkers here. Interestingly enough, Yellow has a drone trying to open up that back edge, it looks like, with the minerals. Bisu already there with a probe of his own to kind of deal with that, and I don't think that's going to disrupt Bisu too much. He's really clogging that front door now. Got 3 cannons there, as well as that gateway. He's going to have to probably play a little bit more of an air game. Maybe he could go into, well, it looks like he's still got Dragoon there. Yeah, he's going to put down that robotics facility because of just that front door so solid. And it looks like some overlords. Looks like Yellow is planning on a drop here. He's got 2 overlords at the off position. Actually, I remember someone talking about this game, and I think he mentioned that there was drop play in it, which could really play off. So it's probably going to be a slow drop. Bisu still doesn't have the scout to see it, and it's very likely that Bisu could be taken off guard. As you can see, he's just putting a ton of cannons on the front. Hasn't gotten an observatory down just yet, and he's really putting cannons along that. He's really worried about his secondary, not so worried about his main. And now the Hydralisks slowly working their way towards the main. A Corsair wandering away. Looks like the Corsair is going to be able to get up in position, so he is going to be able to see this. But the question is he going to be able to stop the drop? Nevertheless, the Corsair is working away at that Overlord, but not before the Hydralisks are able to pour out of it with a couple Zerglings now morphing to Lurker. They need to be very careful. 2 cannons being built, at least Bisu is going to be able to have some indication of defense, and it looks like it was just 2 Hydralisks to provide a little bit of additional room. So Yellow's got to buy himself some time, able to knock the 2 cannons down, which is going to eliminate any sort of detection, and it looks like, yeah, now going to back off. I'm surprised the Corsairs didn't stick around to kill those Overlords. I guess they're worried about, oh, not able to take the cannon down, just a sliver of health left. Now the 2 Lurkers popping out in the field. Are they going to be able to get through all of this mess to establish a position to take out those 2 cannons so that detection is going to be somewhat waning, but maybe get, oh, so many probe kills though there in the mix. Bisu dedicating a little bit too much to it, and the cannons now warping in. Are they going to be in time to provide some detection? It looks like 1 cannon getting hit, also damaging those zealots as they're running across. The observatory now being built, 1 cannon warping in that will be able to take out